Hi everyone, welcome to the first episode of the BCMS workshop. Okay, before I move forward, let me do a quick mic check. Can everyone hear me? Let me see you use the emoji if you could hear me clearly. Yes, amazing. All right, so like I said earlier, welcome to the BreeCMS workshop. So today we have a special guest and a moderator that will be walking us through understanding how the BCMS works and getting started on the platform. So guys, look out for more workshop on the BCMS platform. We'll be coming up with different workshops that will be showcasing different functionalities that you could enjoy from our builder, which is the BreeCMS platform. So first, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Ayodeji Olatupo. I'm the lead creative and website designer at Tedbury, where we create amazing platforms, amazing softwares, amazing creatives for our clients around the world. So I have Ayobami Ubeson with me. He is the lead website developer at Tedbury, and is going to walk us through and pilot us through how to get started with the BreeCMS platform. So with no further ado, this session is going to be within 30 minutes and would like to respect everyone's time. So Ayabami, the floor is open to you to channel us into how we can get started on BreeCMS. Thank you everyone for coming.
All right, thank you very much, DG. Hi, everyone. Trust you guys are doing all right. Super glad to be here to be doing the walkthrough with you guys. We'll be walking you guys through the BreeCMS website on how to get started on the BreeCMS and just getting familiar with the website, with the platform. So yeah, I will start by sharing my screen. I'd like you guys to let me know if you can see my screen by sharing your emojis to confirm you can see my screen at the time I'm sharing. All right, fantastic. Okay. Yeah, so I'll be walking you guys through the platform as I've mentioned earlier. So I'll be working on a different browser beside that part. So yeah, I would open the website, BreeCMS.com. So yeah, based on what we are here to do, which is introducing us to the BreeCMS platform on how it works and how to get started on it. I'm just going to dive into it already. So first off, before you start anything on the BCMS, you need to register your account so you can have a free trial account, just have a test around it to know how it works. So I'll be registering myself as a newcomer now. Yeah, and I then finish up my registration by doing this. Oh well. So I think this should work. Yeah, perfect. So on my registration, I'd received email already from my mail, which basically tells me welcome to BreeCMS. So I'll be showing you guys that already. So this is the mail I just received now that says welcome to BreeCMS, basically just confirming that I have an account already. So I'll go back to so yeah, after a registration, what you get access to are the templates, and these are the templates we have on the BreeCMS platform. We have tons of them, so just keep scrolling and you keep seeing as much as you can. So to get started, you can always start with one of these templates, and you can always filter through it. So as you can see at the top here, we've got different navigations. We've got the website, we've got online store, we've got landing page, we've got courses, we've got funnels. But in this case, we're working with a website. Sorry, excuse me. And on the website, you can filter by say you want to work on the arts business itself, church, consulting, different kind, basically. So I'll be starting off with one template here. I'm just going to pick a random one. So yeah, you can always start with a template, and as well you can start with a blank template whereby you don't have anything, like you probably have a design you want to follow yourself and you don't want any disruption by picking a template. But for this course, I'll be picking a particular template. So I'm just gonna go with this. So by clicking on the template, you get to preview what the template looks like, which you can easily have a quick walkthrough around it, just see what you're starting off with. Maybe it aligns with the project you want to work on, and then you can check it on the tab view and as well on the mobile view. So once you do the whole check-in and you're pleased with it, you can always navigate around as well because there are other pages within it. Once you're done and cool with what you've seen, all you need to do is just start with the particular template by clicking this button that says start with this theme. So once you do that, it requires you to give it a name. So you need to then name your project so that you can always, basically your brand name. So for this course, I'll be naming it Test Bree. So yeah, that will be the name of our project for the day. I then submit. So with the submit on submission, I get this pop-up that says, okay, style your brand color, which is if say I have a different color in mind, I can always style my brand color to pick that color. So say I'll be going with red for today, and then if I have a brand logo already, I can always upload that. If it's an image, it asks me for an image logo. If it's a text logo, I can always style that. So for this course, I'll be creating a text logo which I'll name Test Bree. So yeah, the wonderful thing about BreeCMS is that you can always style whatever thing you want to use to your own taste. So if I'm not pleased with this, with the way the test Bree is showing at the moment, I can always stylize the logo to be better, which is by highlighting it, then probably picking a font that I preferred the logo to look like. So I could go with a Lucida Grande, Helvetica, Taoma, whichever one. So for this course, I'll be going for the Helvetica. So probably I don't like how it looks right now. I want it to be bolding. I then click on bold, the B at the top here, bolding your text. Maybe I want it to be italics as well. I just click on the I and then it turns into italic. But for this case, I won't be using the italic one. So if I want to change the color as well, as my brand color is red, if you guys could remember, I'm just going to click on the text color at the top here. So you see this A here, we've got the text color and then we've got the background color for text. So you pick the first A, the text color, and then stylize it to be the perfect color you want it to be, which is red that I've started with. So on that, if I'm pleased with that, all I need to do is submit and then go to my site. So we wait on it while it loads. So getting into my site, if you notice at the top here, and I have my logo as I want it to be, which is the one I created earlier before getting into this place, and then my brand color as well showing. So in order to get started properly, if you notice, we've got some navigation on the left here and we've got some at the top here. So I'll quickly walk you guys through the navigations. So the one at the top here is probably if you want an e-commerce website whereby you want a store whereby you can store all your products, all kind of product, actually physical service membership. With this store you can have access to that, but I won't be walking us through that today. The sole purpose of this whole walkthrough is to talk about the builder, which is the first one we're on at the moment. So if we then look to our left, we've got different navigation. Like I said, we've got the pages, we've got the add widgets, global styling. So for the pages are where your pages are stored, basically. So if you've got tons of pages within this area, you can then access every of the page you've created for your website. So because I started with a template, I have some ready-made pages in here already, and I've got the blog as well. I've got a gallery, which the template I picked actually have a store, which is the product area. So yeah, I just want to walk you guys through it. So the other one is the widgets. So what are widgets? Widgets are basically like hard coded stuff already, whereby you don't have to write a code to get started, because what's the essence of the platform is just for to simplify how you develop your website, which is basically drag and drop. So you can then pick some hard coded widget that are in here already and then easily use them on the website. So we've got the text heading, we've got the text body, button, and all kind of widgets within here that can help you build a build a beautiful website, and you would like it, which I would attempt to just create one for us before the end of this section. So that's the widget area. So we then have the global styling. So for the global styling is where you give your website a global styling. So what does that mean? It's whereby you have a different font you want to use for your platform, so you can easily style those forms from here, and then every of them, the text you'll be using, just pick those fonts as you start the project. And as well, we've got the add font, which is where you first off add your font. So say you're not interested in Roboto, you just want to delete that, then click on add font. So on BCMS, you have access to about 999 fonts of Google fonts, basically. So you can pick any kind of fonts you want to start with. So for this course, I will just start off with probably picking Montserrat. So I want Montserrat to be my header. So I want to pick Montserrat 700 because I want it to be bold. And as well, I want Nonito to be my body text. So I'm just going to be, or Poppins to be my body text. So I'll pick Poppins. But because I want it to be the body text, I'm just going to pick the regular. So after I've done that, all I need to do is just confirm. So once it is confirmed, it then takes me out of that tab. Then I can always go back again. So now, if you remember, I picked a brand color at the beginning, which we have here. So if I want to pick additional colors, I can always do that by coming into this place and then playing around with colors till I find my own suitable color. So say I want yellow to be my second color. By clicking on this, I've got the yellowish color, and like that works for every part of this place. So yeah, I'm just going to stop around it, then confirm what I did. So after everything that is being done, you need to confirm so you have it saved. So if you go back to that place now, you notice that my yellow is my first secondary color. So we have the website layout, which is basically what is the width of the website. So if you want it to be about say 1040 pixel, you can set it. And if you notice, as I move that, it tends to make my website bigger. And if I want it to be back to what it was before, it's just about moving it back. So this one is just basically setting the width of what you want your website to look like. So I'm not going to save that. I'm just going to stick with what we have before. Yeah. And then we have the last part, which is the page styling, whereby probably you want to have your background images, what they should look like as you're using a background image. It picks that by default after that it's been set. Yeah, so all that being said, I probably need to dive into the business of the day. Okay, I need to save what was done. Yeah, all that being said, I need to dive into the main business of the day. So we've got other ones here. We've got the funnels, which we do not really need to know much about right now, since we're just having a rudimentary class about BreeCMS. We've got the website settings as well. These ones are more technical. We do not need that for now. So yeah, um, for this course, I would want to pick maybe a simple layout to work with. So here's a website that was developed with BreeCMS. So I'm going to be doing this particular section that we have here, but in our own brand color. If we can, as we have red as our brand color. So I'll be doing what we have at the top here and then replicating that in here. So to do that, I'm going to start off by creating a new page, and I'm not using anything from the template. So I'll be creating a new page entirely. So to create a new page, I need to click on the pages. Once I click on the pages, I then can click on this to add a new page. So I have option of having a page group, like having this page. So this page is at the top here is like a page group. So if say I want to have a different page group, I can click that. But for this course, I'm just going to create a page alone. So I click on this, and by clicking on that, it then shows me all other template I can always use again, just in case I need a template to start my page. So this is a lead generation. If it's what I want to do, I just click on one, look around, have a preview of it to see what it looks like. Let's wait while it loads. All right, seem to be really slow. Okay, yeah, finally we have it. So like you can have a preview of it, of what kind of page you want to build. And if you're not interested in any of that, like there are different kinds. You can check webinar, you can check the checkouts, so the home, so about different kinds basically. And we have different templates in there. So for this course, I'm not using any template. I'm just going to click on empty page. So with that, I have a blank page for myself. But then I need to name it before I then go into it. So I'll be naming test home page. So by giving the page a name, by default, it gets its URL as well. So if you can see at the top here, we've got ayobami.breecms.com/. So if I want to show this particular page, all I need to do is drop this and then it takes me into it. But yeah, so let's go into the page itself. So as you can see at the top here, we've got our logo, and we've got the button from the template we got. So right now we want to style this to be different. Currently, I think the header is sitting on the content. I don't want my own header to sit on the content, so I just click on the header settings at the top left here. So with that, all I need, it gives me this option. Then I remove this. So with that, my header is no longer sitting down on my content, and I can then give my header its own background color by clicking on this particular area. And then my header gets a white background color. And if I want it to take a different look, probably I want it to be normal size, not full width, or maybe I want it to be vertical at left. It gives me that. Or perhaps I want it to be vertical at right. It gives me that as well. But for this course, I'm just going to make it on top full width as we have it. So yeah, we have our header area stylized already. Now, like I said, I'm just going to be walking us through this particular area. So we'll be making use of them, the widget, to create this particular section we have here. We're not doing the top part, just this particular area. So yeah, so to do that, basically what we have here it's a carousel, or you can always call it a slider as well. So you just click and then it takes you into the particular page. So I'm going to be doing that same thing. So now clicking on our widget, knowing that I have a carousel there or a slider, and then I just have to just walk through the widget and pick a slider. So if you see, we have different section. We have the basic, lead generation, sales, media. So within media, we've got the slider. So I'm picking out the slider, which is basically dragging it out from there, then dropping it into my container. So I probably need to walk you guys through what container is. So container is like the section at which every of your contents are being stored. So let me just take this one as an example. So this particular area is a container of its own. This particular area is a container of its own as well. And this area like that. So it's just like a section, different section within a website. So if say I don't have a container in here already, I can always click on add widget and then pick a container and then drop it in there. So I have double containers right now. So that's like one section for me at the top. I can then drag in my slider to come into that container. So from what we have here, as you can see, our slider at the moment is not taking the full width. And then what we have here, it seems to be taking the full width. So we want it to have that same look. So first off, I want to go back, set my container to be full width. So by clicking on the block at the top here, you have access of resizing your container to what size you prefer, your preferred size, and you can always copy to reuse at any point. But right now, we want to work on the size, which is resizing it to become the full width. So with that, I get to set it to be the full width of what I want. So now I can easily bring in my slider and then stylize it the way I want it to be. So right now, as you can see, my slider is taking the full width. So I'll probably need to get some assets from this place. Just download a background image. That won't take time. 1 minute, please. So I'll just download that image. Oh, sorry, I didn't get the image. Okay, quick one. Save the image. So I have one already. And I have this, the background. All right, so I'm saving this as well. So yeah, I'm going to be bringing them in here now. So as I've picked my slider, there's this plus button here, which is basically to stylize the slider to look like what I want it to look like. So right now, I want my slider to have a background image. So by clicking on that, as you can see, we have a folder for images already. So I can always create different folder for different images. So say I want different images for different pages, so I can always name the folder according to the pages. But for this case, I'm just going to use the folder we have already. So from here, you can always upload a file by clicking on this plus button here, and then it takes you directly into your folders for in your computer. So you can pick your image, and as well, if you have it downloaded, you will have it downloaded here. You can always drag it into it. But for this case, I'm just going to be picking the two images that was downloaded. So I'm just going to upload them in there. So yeah, we have our background image and we have the other image. So I'll start off with the background image because that's what I want my slider to have. So as I pick that, it's supposed to show here now. 1 minute. Yeah, so we have our background image now. All I need to then do is confirm. Then right now, stylizing it to look like what I want it to feel like or look like. Yeah, so I think we have it about the same height as this particular one already. So if I just want to set the height, all I need to do is just drag the edge part of it as I have it on a full width already to make sure the height looks perfect for the kind of look and feel I want. So I think this looks all right already. So I then go back into the slide. So by clicking on it, you get a pop-up that says edit slide, edit styling, animation and delay, copy or delete. So I'm still editing the slide. So I just go back in there. Now I want to bring in the text and the image we have there. So I want to have this text and this image side by side as we have it here. So I'm going to copy this text first off. And then go back into our project. Then you see this button at the bottom left here that says add layer. Click on it. Then you pick the kind of layer you want. You can always add a video layer, text layer, image layer. But for this case, we want a text layer. So I just paste what I copied from that part. Then, so as we've picked Montserrat as our own font, as you can see currently it's taking Open Sans. So sorry, excuse me. I want to pick Montserrat to be my font for the header. Then I want to give it a font size of about 48 pixel. So with that, we are getting there, but the text are stacked up on each other. So I want that text to have enough spacing within themselves. So I give it a line height of about 1.0 or 1.2. So it has enough breathing space. So yeah, it's getting to look like what we want. So I want to bold in it because I want my text bold. So I click on this bold part and then it looks better. So currently my text is carrying a color of dark gray kind of. So I want to copy that and then change it to white because the dark gray won't show well on my background. So I then change the text color again. If you remember the AI told us you're going to click on, and then you have the text color. So I have that to be white. So as I have it to be white, if I confirm now, it's going to be showing on our background here. So which I have here already. So we want that to be on one side. Now I think we're good here. So now the other thing we need to do is add the image on the other side. Sorry. So add a layer, image layer, then pick the image, which is this one, then select. So on the image, you can always set an animation for it, which is the starting point at which the image comes in and the speed at which it comes in. So if you want it to probably fade in or fade in from the bottom, top, you can always pick different animation here for your image. So for this case, I'm just going to stick with fading from the right and probably set it to come in like 500 milliseconds, and then the animation speed should be 500 milliseconds as well. And then I confirm that. So we have our image here, and currently it's not seated as we want it to. So we want to like readjust it by just dragging it to the side we want it to be, and then probably getting it a bit smaller. Yeah. So I think we're getting the pictorial look of what we have here already with that. So text on the side and image on the side. So with that, as I have that ready, all I need to do is just confirm, and I have to just save it at the top here. So as that is saved, if I want to have a preview of my website, at least this particular page I've worked on, then I come to this left navigation again, and then click on this website preview. So we have our hero section made already. So if I want it to be multiple slides, all I need to do is I don't have to start from fresh again, maybe bringing in a new slide. All I need to do is just duplicate this, duplicate it. Then we have three different kinds, and I can just quickly change background image so we can see that in the three different sides. So let me just upload a random image from my folder here. Just a minute. So this is just a random background just for us to have a. Oh, this is too large. Let me pick another. 1 minute, please. Mm, okay, I think this is all right. Just for the test sake. So I'm going to be picking this to be a different background and then confirming it, and then I pick another background again. So once it's done uploading, I'll pick that as my background, and then I'll show you guys. So you can see we have three different backgrounds, and then I select that to be my background again, and I confirm. Then I have it saved. So as it's saved now, if I preview it, all things being equal, my backgrounds are supposed to be different. Yeah, so we have this one as the first one. We have this one as the second. And then the third one is supposed to show now. So one thing you need to take note of is whenever you're uploading images that you want to use on a website, your images has to be like really, really small in size, of good quality but small in size, because the last image I uploaded is a bit large. That is why it's taking a while for it to load. Um, I probably need to change the image so we can all catch up to it. But one thing I noticed was that I don't have the ability to change click on the side arrows to be able to change my slider. So on here I can set I can turn on the navigation arrow to show on the side, and as you see on click of that, I have my navigation arrow showing. I can set a navigation bullet that shows underneath as well. I can say it should pause on mouse over, and I can set it to show timer. But for now, I just need the arrow, navigation arrow, and the bullet. So once I save that and I change the background that is making our site load. So and I'll change the image that is making our site load slowly to another, probably pick this image to be the third one again, then confirm that. So once I saved it now, we can then preview this website to see how it works. So I can always show in full tab, in new tab, and then this is my website. So on click of this, it shows me the following slide, and on click on this, it shows me the following slide. And if you notice something, the image I set to fade in from the right is coming in from the right as I'm clicking. But because I set the timing to be a bit fast, you probably do not notice that. So yeah, so that's like a rudimentary class about BreeCMS. I won't be able to like carry on as we run out of time already. This is supposed to be scheduled for 30 minutes, and then we've exceeded that. I hope you guys are able to learn one or two from what I've been able to say so far, and then I hope you're convinced about BreeCMS being a very friendly tool, and then anybody can actually use it. It's all about understanding the basics, which is why we've had this um workshop today to make you all understand. I hope you guys have an amazing section. Yeah, I'll be signing off now and then handing the mic over to Ayodeji to round up the event.
All right, thank you very much, Ayobami, for the walkthrough. I hope we all pick one or two from what he has showed us on the abilities of the BCMS platform. Thank you, Tracy, for the comment. So basically, the BCMS platform is a very intuitive and user-friendly platform that anyone can sign up to start building their website. But it's beyond just building your website. It is a full-blown CMS, customer management system, that you could create email campaigns, manage your social media, and create appointments, booking widgets, save your customers' database within a single platform. Unlike the other platform you have there, where you have to channel all of these things through different platforms for your business. So the BCMS is a all-in-one platform for all your customer management systems. So basically, we won't want to spend too much time, right? Because this is a 30-minute session, as Ayobami mentioned. So to check us out and have access to our free trial, to walk through some of the things that Ayobami just showed us, you could visit BreeCMS.com. However, we are doing a major upgrade on our website. So in case you go there and there are some things that are not clear to you, I think by the end of this week, we are going to be upgrading our website to a brand new, more sophisticated website. But what he has just showed you and walk you through is the builder side of things, where that's the back end, right? So we'll have more classes like this to show you more of the things that PCMS can help you do. So basically, we have a team that could help you with the platform to build your website. BCMS is a platform developed, owned, and created by TEDBRE. So TEDBRE is a team of is a platform that helps match your project with a specific specialized team of pros. So we help businesses in marketing, software development, creative designing, and infrastructure that has to do with creating systems and business solutions for companies and organizations. So I would like to use this opportunity to say thank you to Ayobami and thank you to each and every 22 people we have in this session, and also everyone on YouTube and Facebook that might be streaming us right now. See you in the next one.